winter nights were rolling in. The snow lay deep upon the bough. A lonely figure made his way from village to village, door to door. He would knock on the door. The door would open to see what the night had brought, and he was welcomed in. They gave him tea and cake, and there he sat by the fire. And all was well with that simple life. But sometimes he noticed on the full moon, when all the valley was quiet, there was a figure behind him. And she had a shawl, and yet when she knocked upon the same door, the door was opened and then was closed in her face. Now this troubled him, and over the years he watched. But one night, when the moon was full and the valley was full of silence, he came upon a door. He knocked. The door opened. He went inside. He had tea and cake. And when he left, there was an oak tree. He hid behind the oak tree. He didn't have long to wait, for he could hear the soft footfall of a foot coming up through the snow. And there she came, and she knocked upon the door. The door opened and was closed. She was just about to turn and leave when he stepped out from behind the tree and said, "Forgive me," he said, "for my intrusion, but when I knock upon these doors, they take me in, they welcome me, they give me tea and cake. And yet when you knock upon the same door, the door is closed in your face. What is this?" And she said, "This is easy to tell. Your name is Storyteller. They like you. They invite you in for tea and cake. My name is Truth, and there are very few who want to hear what I have to say." And then he said, "Well, I must confess that I was also afraid of you, but now on this full moon night, I am no longer afraid. Why don't you come with me under my cloak?" And so it is. From that day to this, truth has always been a part of storytelling. He was a simple cobblestone maker and good with his craft. He made cobblestones for roads and cobblestones for houses. Every day he would go to large rocks, and there he would chip, chip, chip at the rock. But he was not a happy man. He thought he was worthy of far greater things in his life. One day, all this was about to change. Coming down from the hill, he came upon a huge oak tree. This was a tree he had never seen before. And there, under the branches of the tree, was a round oak door. He opened the door, and there were stone steps going down, down, down beneath the roots. He went down beneath those roots. Down, down, down he went. And when he arrived at the cave at the bottom, there was a huge, great big room behind that